So we continue to journey, waiting for things to loosen up and for us to be able to get back to work. And I know that a lot of you are already back at work, and things are, in a lot of cases, as I'm staying connected with you, I'm hearing great stories of people who are doing well in spite of all of the restrictions and challenges that are going on. But I'm also hearing stories of people that are not doing so well and people that remain isolated. And I just want to give you a reminder this morning as a leader to remember that as you work with your people, it's often hard to recognize when the stress is building in our own lives. And it's amazing how reactive we can become. And when there's the old story about a cup, and people say, my cup is so full that it doesn't take much, just a little tap and it pours over. And so often as we are working with our people and especially in group settings, the challenge is not to allow your stresses and reactions to get the better of you and to let loose on the group, where maybe there was only one or two people who needed some feedback, some chastising, maybe even rebuke or discipline or whatever you want to call it. The challenge is we can so easily allow ourselves to just speak in the moment, where it's not a group thing that needs to be heard, but it's an individual thing that needs to be heard. And if we let loose on the group, just be aware that it can have very detrimental effects on people who may not know, is this for me, not for me, and their stress is already high and it's going to bring them down. You heard the old saying, pay it forward. It's amazing how we can also deplete it forward, and how you can take away from people the little bits of energy that they already are struggling to maintain. And so leaders, remember this: praise in public, discipline in private. There's no question that we need to keep things more positive during these times. But there are things that we need to share, some feedback we need to give. It's helpful. We don't always have the self-awareness that we need, and so we need other awareness. But in providing other awareness, as we give feedback to our people and we're in positions of authority, don't allow your power to get the best of you, the frustration that we're not producing the same as what we would during normal times. This is a time that we need to work together. We need to keep it positive. And if some things need to be said and things that people need to hear, take it offline. Talk one-on-one so that people can absorb it. And they will get stronger. They will get better because of the feedback that you give them. But if you give that feedback to the group and people wonder, is this for me, where I think I'm doing a good job, it's going to discourage them, it's going to zap them of their energy, and it's going to make it even harder for them to do what they need to do. So today, remember, praise in public, keep it positive, and if things need to be said, discipline in private.